is how attorney-at-law Judy KUBLALSINGH describes a suggestion by senior counsel that her brother Dr.WAYNE KUBLALSINGH's hunger strike is tantamount to attempted suicide and actually constitutes a criminal offense according to common law. She says she's surprised a senior attorney can give such an interpretation of the law.
It's absolute nonsense. To commit an offense of attempted suicide, a prosecution will have to show that there's an intention to commit suicide. Wayne KUBLALSINGH has made it very clear. He stated his position, which is essentially that this protest, this action, is to put pressure on the government to honor its commitment to the people of this country. There are other persons in the past in this country who have taken this kind of action, who have fasted for political causes. Bastille Pandya did it in the 1970s, Lincoln Myers did it to some extent, and of course on the international level, you know, Mahatma Gandhi has done it.
Visitors continue to pour into the campsite. PCA Chairman Gillian was among them. Ms. Lucky says she visited Dr. KUBLALSINGH as a concerned citizen. She is of the view government should hold the project and review its implications.
Government has the resources, and if they can get this independent body or bodies or individual to go and do it, I don't see what we're going to lose. At the end of the day, we've just come out of a matter with the OPVs where we were told that it was important to get out of the contract because certain fundamental conditions were not being met by the company providing those OPV vessels. And if we were prepared in a situation like that involving material objects such as ships, dealing in a very important fight, the fight against crime, and if we were prepared to put that on hold, I don't understand now when we're dealing with a man's life, why we can't exercise that level of care.
Former Government Minister Mary King also paid a visit to Dr. KUBLALSINGH. She calls the government rascals for failing to adhere to his request.
We need him to understand that he's not dealing with normal people. We're actually dealing with a set of rascals that are running the country, and we have to be aware of that, and we have to ensure that we do what we have to do to ensure this country comes back to a decent level of democracy and the democratic process is allowed to grow.
A spirited former Government Minister Gillian also made an appearance. She announced her appearance from a distance, summoning Gillian in a symbolic reverence, making a lap around the Prime Minister's Sinclair office. St. Grace also laid hands on Dr. KUBLALSINGH and then made her exit. Yolanda Thomas, IE News.